Hello, lesbians. You know the scene in Mean Girls where Janice goes, I don't know why I did that. Probably because I have a big lesbian crush on you. I think I ate that. The way she said that is forever ingrained in my head. Jill, can you edit that? Can you edit us like side by side and just see how well I did in terms of my rendition of that? I don't know why I did that. Probably because I have a big lesbian crush on you. I think I did an excellent job. Who cares? Nobody cares.
The wonderful, beautiful podcast.
Today I'm reading Walawa Stories, obviously. First story. I am a newborn bisexual. You just came out of the womb. Like, imagine your baby's first words is like, budding. Newborn. At work, I've met this amazing and sweet person. At first glance, you can already tell she's gay in a good way. She's masked. We got close pretty fast. I thought both of us were just being friendly. Like, we do things together. Like, during lunch, we'll be together, and after work, we'll talk until maghiwalay na kami landas. During these, I'm still a sworn straight woman, unfortunately, so I was in denial of my feelings still. I started distancing myself from her, also because I'm new at work. Baka it'll be against the rules of work, and again, straight pa ako, so still so confused with what's happening. I'm not tanga naman. Di mo sure? I'm not tanga naman. Alam ko naman na may something na sa moves niya. Until few months passed, I started hearing na she's lumalandi with this person. Not yet serious, but landian. It's pretty obvious kasi di nila tinatago, like holding hands and waist of each other. That's when I realized ko na, oh my fucking gosh, I'm gay. Cause bakit ako nasasaktan? It hurts extra cause she's like my first gay crush. And because I know I'm stupid, cause ako naman nag-start lumayo sa kanya. But girl is not sumuko. Girl is not sumuko. Ay nako, napipiko na ako sa fucking buhok ko. Init! Shit! My hair was so nice and voluptuous a while ago, and it's so goddamn hot. Now it's flat and looks fucking stupid. God damn it! Anyways, I started messaging her again, sending reels sa kanya, and it started again. We're not naglalandian, but I am. And galing na din sa kanya nung inask siya ng mga co-workers namin na di naman serious and friends lang sila nung girl. Then ayun, lagi na naman kami magkakatabi pag umaalis. And galing na din sa kanya nung inask siya ng mga co-workers namin na di naman serious and friends lang sila nung girl. So not serious meaning they're just eating each other out. They're eating each other out, but they're not like eating together. I don't know. And considering, you know what? I'm sorry. Okay? I am going to speak from a place of trauma right now, okay? This isn't a Walawa experience, but like I've been with boys in the past, okay? Like in the past, who just obviously don't really think much for themselves. Like, you know, if they come into contact with someone they're attracted to, they're just gonna be like, okay, fuck it, and then they wouldn't really initiate anything. I don't know. What do you mean? Like, I thought we had something going on, and then suddenly you go like have some what do you call this? Decision making skills. You know, what do you call it when you're you're sure of yourself? Because I don't like, you guys are just like prancing around the world. Like, I get it, you know, it's fine. I don't know, maybe it's just me and my experience, and I don't like when people are like that. Because it kind of just seems like they're just going along with whoever, they're just going with the flow. And I guess now that I think about it, you can't really blame them for that. Then ayun, lagi na naman kami magkakatabi pag umaalis, and considering each other in different ways. I was actually planning on confessing. We went to Batangas for a trip with co-workers. I was waiting to have an alone moment with her to confess, which unfortunately didn't come. But still, continue pa rin sa landi si ate, but low-key. After a month, guess what? I found out she's dating my co-worker na. After a month, I mean, you did have a month. I mean, you were planning on it, and then you stalled for a month. That's your fault. This is different from the girl earlier had. What hurts the most is that I'm so close to that coworker, and I love her so much. Dun ko na realize na okay, I need to stop landi this crush na. Like, okay, white flag, wala na ako laban dito. It happened so fast, so abrupt. I was about to kwento na that time actually sa mga cowork ko na, hello, crush ko nga pala si gantos. Buti na lang di ako nauna magkwento cause hello, it's gonna be super awkward. Ayun, I went home crying. I got all these chances na sinayang ko. Ha 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 ha. That's my favorite type of laugh. I mean, in terms of typing, because usually my genuine laugh is like, I'm actually like smiling or whatever. But like a ha 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 is like a ha 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 ha.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
There's a little bit more mental illness to it. You know what I mean? In acting, they should just do like, instead of the yes, they should just do like the different types of ha-ha-has, you know? Different types of laughs. Because there could be like a really insane laugh. And then there's like crying laugh. What am I saying? You know what? Get back on track, bitch. Until now, they're dating. Ang funny pa kasi lagi ako included sa kanilang dalawa. Pag aalis silang dalawa, lagi ko kasama. Ang awkward at first kasi what do you mean kayo na? Nilalandi lang kita kahapon ha. Again, well, it wasn't just yesterday. You had a month. But also, I get it. I know what you feel. I'm not even mad about it. Conviction! Conviction is the word I was looking for. Because, like, why don't you have any conviction? Like, make up your mind. I am not a one stop along the way. I am the destination. Blair Waldorf. Again, super love ko yung ka-work ko na dinedate na niya ngayon. Kaya game over na talaga. But part of me is glad di kami natuloy. Ha 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 ha. Because what do you mean ang bilis mo magpapalit-palit ng girl? Naawa nga ako dun sa girl na una niyang nilalandi. Like, naiwan na lang sa ere. I don't know. Communication skills, y'all. So that's my awakening. Still thankful kasi, hello, ang saya pala maging bading. Ha 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 ha, walawa. Why did you just laugh and then scream, walawa? Ha ha ha, women loving women. I'm not sure what the tone of that one was supposed to be. But anyways, now I know na para me sa girl and sa girl only. Some days still thinking about what could have been us. Kasi I see them 5 days a week na sweet sa isa't isa. But yeah, moved on na completely. Sana. That's all. Sana it makes sense. Love you, Miss Angel. Love you too. Okay, this is quite long, so brace yourself. Hehe. I was born ready. Are you ready? No? Too bad. So when we moved to a new place here in town and I moved to a public school too, then I saw this really handsome as in masked girl, like literally a tomboy. I didn't even know if it's legal to say that. I think it's fine. And I was feral. Since then she was my crush, then later on I knew that we're neighbors. We're on the same age and her name was Kay. This little crush turned into something more even though she had a girlfriend that time. As time passes, we became so close. I would put notes on a paper and post it in our glass window for her to see on the other side since our houses are literally parallel to each other. Damn it! That's really cute. That's like some You Belong With Me shit. Like that You Belong With Me music video where they can like see each other through the through the windows. You know that? Of course you know that. Everybody knows that freaking music video. But I was also thinking that isn't that kind of weird to do? Because like they can see like almost literally every move. You know? Like what if you just forget to close your curtains sometimes and then they'd kind of just see you like plucking your armpits or putting on your pimple patches. But not that putting on pimple patches is like embarrassing because there are some brands out there who have really good and really cute pimple patches. For example, the ones that I'm wearing right now, which is from Poshkin because this video is made in collaboration with Poshkin. We just need to embrace that we have spots and we can just use like these cute little stickers, hydrocolloid patches with salicylic acid and hyaluronic acid to help with healing. Poshkin comes in so many different designs. It can match your outfits if you are into that. Or it's just something that can make you happier. Like having cute little pimple patches to put on every night or even outside. It's fun. It's like the equivalent of pre-shower makeup, like just doing random silly little makeup because you know you're gonna wash it off, but this time it's not makeup, it's not gonna clog your pores because it's actually skincare. It's skincare but fun. So if you guys are interested in these Poshkin pimple patches, I'll be putting the details in my description, and also you can get a little special code from me. You get 20% off when you use code notangel. So thank you so much to Poshkin for collaborating with me on this video. When I clean, I sing so loudly for her to hear knowing she's outside their house. Okay, Taylor Swift. Even though my grandparents are very homophobic, our love remained char. We became official on grade 9. Grade 9! Y'all are in grade 9! Girl, I thought... Well, actually, that's actually really nice, not gonna lie. It's actually so nice that people these days, I don't know if it's just these days, you know, but they've already like kind of discovered themselves pretty early into their lives. Because I remember there's this episode in Heartstopper. It's not a spoiler, but like there's like one of these adults were talking about it. They're like, you know, they're grown. I forgot if they just discovered that they were gay or they were just like closeted the whole time. They were talking about how much they feel kind of sad that they didn't get to experience those like little cute like high school type of love because like they couldn't experience it with, you know, in a heteronormative sense. So the fact that you're able to kind of experience those little dramatic stuff and like those romance related things at a young age, I think that's nice. Even though it's very sus because they seem to be already in a relationship, but whatever. I didn't read that part because I can't read. We became official on grade 9 and I would go to their house in a completely covered disguise so that my parents wouldn't know or they'll kill me. One time my grandma knew that we were meeting each other in a plaza from school and she dragged my hair to their house to shame me. What? That was traumatic, but even then that didn't stop us. We just turned 8 years last March 31. What? Oh my god! What the heck? That's crazy. Why did I think when you said grade 9, I thought it was like yesterday. Okay, we just turned 8 years last March 31. She once cheated on 2021 along with her Anniv. See, it's truly not looking so good for the masks. It's truly not looking so. Oh my god. She once cheated on 2021 along with her anniversary. Like, she cheated on your anniversary? But we came back after 6 months. Unfortunately, I can feel myself change. Or I think it was the 7-year effect. It's not that I wanted a boy now because I'm fully aware men suck. But one time I micro cheated and that my feelings changed. Not that I intend to take revenge. Now we're in a complicated relationship because I wanted to be alone, but at the same time the attachment is so strong. Knowing we're just neighbors and she was my everything, I fear that no one would ever come close of the love she gave me. Or is it mainly because I never had anyone except her? I thought we would be over January 2025, but she still wanted me despite everything I'd done, and as a Libra, I can't make a bitch, don't even talk about astrology right now. Listen, I'm an astrology girl. I'm a spiritual girly. I'm into all of that. Trust me, I have a deck of oracle cards right next to me right now. I hate when some of you bitches are in a somewhat of a complicated, tough situation where obviously things are wrong and then you hit me. I get it, it's just a joke, you know. But then you hit me with the whole,
but I'm a Libra.
bitch, shut the fuck shut the fuck up. Don't even get me started on that shit right now. Don't piss me off. See, this is why the astrology girls, we get shamed. This is why. And also, what do you mean by I think it was the 7-year effect? Perhaps the 7-year effect is because during that 7 years is because you guys cheated on each other. And by the way, she actually cheated. I mean, I think that's what you mean. But like micro cheating, okay, I guess. But like actual cheating, like why? It seems like you're focusing a lot on your thing and kind of brushing through the other thing that she just mentioned. I thought we would be over by 2025, but she still wanted me despite everything I'd done. And as a Libra, despite everything you've done. What the fuck do you mean, bro? Do you hear yourself? Do you? I need to check. I can't make a decision for myself, even if it's a decision to save my life. Tabang. What the fuck do you mean tabang? Anyways, leave. This is a relationship you had when you were in high school. Like, I get it, you guys grew up together and stuff like that. It's hard. But like, I'm just turned off by this. Yeah, sure, the whole you belong with me Taylor Swiftness of it was cute. But other than that, I'm just kind of turned off. 1, she had a girlfriend. 2, she cheated. 3, I don't even think you're into this. I think you're just attached. One thing's for sure is that I am just kind of a believer that there's just... We need to sometimes affirm to people that it's okay to break up. It's fine. By the way, my intended title for this video is supposed to be stories that'll make you wish you were gay. Unfortunately, I didn't plan on it, but this is starting to look like clickbait because I genuinely thought that I would be very happy about these stories because last time I was just like, a lot of the times I was just kilig and I was just giddy about it the whole time. But here, Y'all are embarrassing me. Y'all are embarrassing me. Sorry if this is long, lol. It's about how pathetic I am. Okay. I love when girls are pathetic. I love it. What's your favorite kind of girl? Mine is the pathetic ones. I just think they're so real. I've kind of always been bi, but I only accepted it during the pandemic. FYI, all girls Catholic school ako nung high school, so the denial was strong. And I was trying really hard to find a crush from mga all-boys schools. Pero wala talaga. They were all ugly. So I really didn't get the hype around the guys that the girls in my school were crushing on. Oh my god, same. When I was in high school, I would just like kind of look for the most like okay looking upper batch, because you know everybody was just like into some random upper batch man, and then everybody had something to talk about because they were like, oh my god, kuya this and kuya that, and I'm just like, yeah, like me with this other dude. And then like that's not to say that I didn't find them attractive or something like that, but I just know that sometimes I'm just making shit up. Sometimes. Did I genuinely like them? No. I was just bored. You know when you're bored and you just want to crush? That was me. I was even homophobic at some point. Like when the sermon sa mass was talking about how wrong it is to be gay, I would nod, like really nod talaga. Okay. She said, preach. Don't eat pussy. And she's like, yes, amen, don't do it. I imagine like people who are homophobic, and you know they're homophobic because of God, because they're trying to impress, like, I don't know, they just think God is like this ultimate judger who's like, were you homophobic in your past? Yes, perfect, you get to go to heaven. Is it like a job interview in heaven where they're just like, so I swear, God, I promise you that I really did my best to strip them off their rights. I did my best. I took like the marriage of someone else, yeah, and I made it my problem. I don't know, does that feel good? Does it make them proud to be like, yes, I don't support other people. Yes, I get like super mad at men who wear lipstick. Oh my god, horrible. I condemned it. Like what I did in my past life was really to take time out of my life to be mad at men in wigs. I would tell my classmates and my family that I don't support the gays because that kind of quote-unquote lifestyle is sinful. A sinful lifestyle. Me as a lifestyle creator? Sinful. Like a chocolate. Tempting. Bitch, what am I saying? Bye, lol. That's something my school taught me, so don't come at me, please. I am proof that homophobic people are for sure gay, lol. I think my first crush on a real person, like a not celeb person, was my seatmate. She was a popular mean girl and the homophobic, but she was so pretty and she would borrow my jacket and pens, tapos she'd laugh at me. Not with me. You are fucking pathetic. Not with me, Limao, because I was a pathetic loser. Damn. Okay, honestly, this is concerning. Please stop calling yourself pathetic. That's sad. You're doing so good. You're doing great. At least, you know, the real pathetic people are people who were homophobic and remained homophobic. It low-key hurt when she did. Like, this one time that I tripped and spilled all my food and it was like, fuck! She laughed so hard and posted it on her story. Then I heard her say, what the F? That's so embarrassing. But whatever. Yes, babe. So glad I could make you laugh. Oh, guys. That is quite pathetic, not gonna lie. I could never do that because I'm a words of affirmation girl. You know, I barely survive if I don't get like 1 billion compliments a day, so let alone not getting a compliment and just being bullied. Like, I can't stand that. But anyway, I guess to each their own. What does that say about you? You probably have a very interesting search history. Plus, she was really smart, so please tell me you get me. No, I'm not gonna tell you again. I tell myself that it was just admiration and that I didn't have a crush on her, but I had a gay dream about her. Again, you probably have a very interesting search history. Stopped having a crush when I found out she was talking shit about a friend, lol. Hate her, sana she gets bald. Wow, that escalated fast. Anyway, now I have a crush on this med intern na I saw at a hospital. She was, again, probably a very interesting search history. What is wrong with me? Why do I think like this? That's so bad. She was pretty and would make eye contact with me kasi, and she was so nice. Oh my god, you are delusional. And now I can't stop thinking about her. Tapos kasi I saw her uniform, it was UST. So now I go walking around UST at night hoping I bump into her. That's so crazy. Help, I'm scared of me. That actually is psychotic behavior, but also that's kind of cute. Like, imagine telling that story to your friends. I love your podcast. You're so funny, manifesting that you don't ever go bald. Oh my god, please. Why would you even put that thought in my head? I renounce that. I reject that. I reject that negative energy universe. In January of 2024, I met a woman named Ash. We've been blockmates since freshman year. She have always piqued my interest. She has always piqued my interest, but I have always said it as, let me read that sentence again. But I'm gonna correct your grammar because it just flows better that way. She has always piqued my interest, but I have always set it aside. I do not know how to handle an overwhelming urge to go up to someone and talk to them. Heaven knows the boy I dated when I was in senior high school was the first one to show interest in me. I just went along because I am in my comphet days. So I do not know how to act nor get closer to her. I cannot even come up with a small talk. Whenever I get a chance, I would tell her how cool her new hair color looks, how good she smells, or that she looks good in her black polo. What is wrong with me? Why did that do it for me? Because you're just like, you smell so good. Oh, your hair's so nice. Like in third person POV, that was like nothing. Like it's nothing, but it's like those little tiny things, you know? Anyways, I gave her a queer flirting amount of compliments. Queer flirting amount of compliments to the point that people started noticing it. And then at one of our productions, for context, we're broadcasting students. Of course, you're broadcasting students. After wrapping up, I went loca. Loca? Bella, where have you been, loca? Girl, let me tell you, that's one of the first times drinking and I got drunk so bad. My drunk ass told everyone that I loved them all and kissed them on the cheek one by one. And then, as embarrassing as it is, I went up to Ash, kissed her forehead sa paraan ng paghalik ng mga tao sa santo, and told her she's amazing and that I think she's very cool doing her sound recorded stuff. A few hours later, when the drinking was done, I found myself sleeping in the floor with my friends. Someone came in the room looking for a place to sleep in. I can hear one of my friends telling that person to squeeze in. In the morning, when I woke up, I smelled a familiar perfume. Ash is sleeping next to me, and what's worse is nakadantayin pa yung leg ko at braso sa kanya, complete with drool. After packing up, I apologized to her again and again for making her a bolster. She just laughed it off, telling me it did not make her uncomfortable and even find me funny. OMG, OMG, that was so embarrassing. The production ganap was only the beginning. The post-production took place in my small rented dorm room. I was nervous that time, not because I did not ask my landlady for a permission, but because Ash would come and stay too. The post-production took a whole month. The whole 30 days of April, Ashley and I got closer. The whole time, as soon as she was done with the Foley and sound design, she would sit or lay down next to me and we'll talk. Gay! The sound that echoed my very small dorm room was filled with our laughter, our conversations, and my heartbeat. Bitch, what are you saying? My heartbeat. I would ask her deep questions. She would answer with the wisest and most genuine reply. It's my very first time to build such a deep connection with someone. We would talk literally all night. We would start at around 9 p.m. and will only realize that the sun is already rising for another day. We would laugh every time we see it peeking through the curtains. Everything with Ash was pure, genuine, and intimate. And after a few months of deep conversations and queer flirting, what the fuck is queer flirting, guys? I think we can just call it flirting, right? I don't know, maybe that's just my first time hearing that. These kids these days. Queer flirting amount of compliments. I asked her to be my girlfriend. The very room where we would lie next to each other and talk the whole night was the same room where we lived together. No! Ashley moved in with me after 2 months of dating. It's been 2 months, you already moved in together? Gay. See, I'm telling you, it's always so fast, bruh. And after many home-cooked meals and an orange cat later, of course there's an orange cat, we are celebrating our anniversary in June 12. I would say that Willowa is one of the purest forms of love there is. It's ever gentle, soft, and euphoric, like the first sunlights in the morning. What the heck? Y'all are so crazy for that. that? Stop. It wasn't really a self-discovery journey because liking women at a very young age was just so natural to me. Innate na talaga pagkabading ko, lol. I used to study at all-girls schools, this one being specifically the one at Katip, lol, if you know, you know. Miriam? Is it Miriam? Up until I was in 8th grade, so I guess that was part of the influence. But anyway, this happened when I was grade 2. I had a seatmate named Chloe who was like, "Hey, did you know Mia told me she has a crush on you?" While pointing across the room to our other classmate. Mia was your typical all-girls school mask. Tight-ass ponytail na lagi naka-elastic sports headband tas maliit. So like, I saw her and was like, oh, okay. I didn't act upon it, but because of Chloe and the thought of her liking me, I ended up developing a crush back. Kasi haha, hashtag reciprocity theory or something. Oh, I know about that thing. Like when you find out somebody likes you, you kind of automatically reciprocate a little bit, I guess. I don't know if I really buy into that though. So for days, Chloe would nudge me and whisper all these things, how Mia said this and that. So kada interaction namin ni Mia sa school, kilig na kilig talaga ako. There was an unforgettable memory I have about this wherein problemado ako kasi Chloe told me Mia wanted to have a date sa girls' washroom. A date in the bathroom. But then again, you guys are 2nd grade, so whatever. Na kami lang, pero dapat naka-pink ballerina tutu raw ako. And I was like, te, saan ako kukuha niya? What? Are they just trying to embarrass you? That's so mean. This is a bullying situation. Anyway, I still went, but wasn't able to comply with said dress code and was in one of the stalls just waiting for 15 minutes, but she never showed up and I left upset believing that she stood me up. Kasi hindi ako naka-pink ballerina tutu ang Anyway, after that, I told Chloe how di naman nagpakita si Mia and she had this guilty look on her face and told me something like Mia doesn't actually like girls and apologized being she made up the whole thing. What a bitch! Chloe, you're a fucking bitch. If you're watching this video, I hope your business burns. I was so furious and we never talked after that. I remember being so angry, I counted how long she freaking fooled me and wrote it on my diary. 20 days. Chloe lied to me for 20 days. Like a death note, lemao. I stopped talking to Mia after that as well. That is so sad. My theory though is that Chloe probably likes you. Actually, no, maybe that's a problematic thing to say. Like, people who like you shouldn't be rude to you or lie to you and stuff like that. Chloe, if you're watching this, you suck. And you're probably gay. Anyways, that's all the Willowa stories I'm going to... This is so sad! I wish there was a cute story, but these are so long. But I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. I feel like this is gonna be an ongoing series. I actually really, really, truly enjoy this. So... it's not going to be the last one, but that is all I'm going to be reading today. Thank you guys so much for watching by the freaking way. And if you also want to send your stories, head on over to the Instagram, to the entries. Hey, okay, here's your map. Instagram, entries, Willowa stories. That's where you send it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to. I don't know how to do outros.